Hi, my name is Meremikwu Chiamaka. I am 22 years old. I am a medical doctor. I live in Nigeria. Nigeria is the most populous black nation in the world with a population of over 195 million people. One third of that population are adolescents. Now, studies have shown that majority of adolescent females in Nigeria actually admit to having unsafe, unprotected sex with partners that are not their spouses and who they do not live with. And this is just a small fraction of the population that was taken, and it was about 71% of young sexually active adolescent females that made that admission. So I can imagine the problem on a large scale, like on a large scale basis, how it is really in Nigeria at large. In my practice, I see the effects of this. You see young women come in with various morbidities. Some of them might have resorted to having unsafe abortion, so they come in with infections, they come in bleeding. Some of them actually are brought in dead. You have young women who are forced to carry, adolescent girls who are forced to carry pregnancies that their bodies aren't really ready for, and you see them coming down with things like VVF and other negative things. You have some of these women who actually give birth to these babies and resort to infanticide to free themselves of the burden of having to raise a child as a young girl. So there are lots of negative effects. There are really sad stories. The one that really got to me recently was a 19-year-old girl we were managing who came in with a septic abortion, and this girl was young and she looked so like someone that would really be full of life, but she just laid there. She was so weak. She almost lost her life. She was HIV infected and she had sepsis, and she was really at the brink of death. We were so worried for her, but we are grateful. Actually, after the surgery she started to come around, but she was still in chronic pain. And this is just the cases I see. I can imagine what it is on a large scale basis. Really, I imagine what it is taking away from society. I imagine the amount of manpower lost. An investment, I believe that as a person, as a human being, not just as a medical doctor, there is a need to invest in family planning because the returns are too numerous to mention. Not just economic, but societal, and even you as an individual, there is a benefit from just telling one woman, freeing one woman by informing her of the power of choice. You can choose whether to have a child or not, and there are methods to do so. So you don't have to invest with money. You can invest with your time, you can invest with words, you can invest with your creativity. You can bring up classes, drama, songs, things to educate people about it. And things like this are things that actually have been actively involved in education of women, using folklore, basically going on demographic health surveys and educating people on the need for family planning and why they need to carry out these family planning practices. I also strongly believe that that every woman should be given a choice to what happens with her body. She needs to choose when to get pregnant, whom to get pregnant for, and she needs to have that right to choose. And I advocate for that right to choose for Nigerian women. I also believe it has other negative societal effects, not just on women, but also on the children that come out of these unwanted pregnancies as well. We have women that are forced to abandon these children or sell these children into basically slavery, because children become house helps, they become beggars on the street so that they are able to feed the large families that they come from. And this is very unfair and inhumane and an inhumane thing to do to a child. So imagine the returns. The returns are numerous. If we could actually give each woman a right to choose, each woman a right to be able to adequately choose how many children she wants to have, when she wants to have them, if she wants to have them, we will yield a lifetime of returns, not just even socially but economically. It's been, the UNFPA study shows that for every $1 invested in family planning, we actually yield a return of about $26 from what would have gone into controlling the after effects of not having family planning. So I say that we actually gain from investing in family planning economically. Imagine the manpower. Women are not forced into child marriages, are not forced out of school, and they are made to stay in school, and they get an education and they go. They are too numerous to mention. I would really love to be chosen for this fellowship because I believe that with my passion, I would love to passionately speak out about the things I believe in and be able to share this passion with as many people as would want to hear it. I would love to meet other young passionate individuals as well, and I would love the honor of being chosen to be a speaker